Pfizer tweeted this out. Did you see this, Kurt? I didn't send it to you. Wouldn't it be great if a few internet searches could land you a PhD? Thank goodness for real scientists. These are the people who have been lying to you about COVID.
Oh, I thought this was like the story of how Borla became the head of...
No.
in one
These are the
internet.
people still lying to you about vaccines. They're lying to you.
So you have to be a full-fledged scientist to know if you were harmed by a drug you took.
Incredible area man, now full-fledged scientist, thanks to one internet search. So they're telling this is another version of stop reading.
Hey, I think cocaine's bad for you. What are you, a scientist now?
Right.
Did you go to cocaine science school?
But I'm sorry, dude. You go on Google. So you know, I've told you about comedians. I'll see comedians on stage like mindless fucking morons say stuff like, "Promise me you're not going to do your own research about the vaccine." And what they're really saying is, don't read. And then you wonder where this came from. Where did comedians just thought that up to tell people to stop reading? It came from Big Pharma. This is where this comes from.
Hey, you know what would be great if a few internet searches could get me cheap, safe drugs instead of how it works now.
Yeah. So this is where it came from. It came from Big Pharma, and then comedians repeat it uncritically.
Look at the knockoff Onion trying to be.
Yeah, they're trying to be like the Onion,
man. Now shut the. Oh my God.
It had 3,000 quote tweets, 248 likes. Who are the fucking geniuses at Pfizer? Like that guy should be fired, whoever came up with that stupid tweet. Remember the FDA? They did this one. Are you using social for good? Social media influencer posting misinformation. That doesn't make any sense because the biggest liars are Big Pharma. And I'm going to say I don't trust the FDA or the CDC.
So the bike is the internet and then he gets his leg broken?
It doesn't make sense, does it, Kurt?
No.
This is added here just to underscore how faceless corporations and government agencies alike are not very good at trying to meme or otherwise express humor. Bad. Trying to be like the Onion.
Oh.
So, since I mentioned vaccines, I have to tell you what the YouTube science is on vaccines, that they are, I know they're super safe and effective.
No one's even questioning that. I'm just questioning how great and effective this comedy rating of Pfizer Inc. is.
There you go.
One internet search. First of all, if you did one internet search, all you would find is that Pfizer's great. That's what you get out of one internet search. Like, was Google not going to give you any results in the first search that aren't pro-Pfizer?
Was Pfizer the big pharma company that put asbestos in baby powder and sold it to black people? Or were they the ones who put tainted HIV blood clotting stuff and gave it to poor countries even though they knew it would give people HIV? Are they the ones who sold Vioxx even though they knew it was going to blow people's hearts up? Internal memos show that they knew it was going to kill people and they didn't give it. Were they the ones who got half the country hooked on heroin? Which big pharma company is Pfizer?
I only did one internet search, so I'm not sure.
You're not supposed to read.
I am a scientist.
So this is what this is. This is what around the vaccines and around COVID, people became anti-intellectual and proud of it. I'm not kidding.
Look how vague this is, though. It's not even...
You've heard comedians say that, right, Kurt? I'm not making that up.
But none I respect. It's all like nobody... these, like, you know, they're all in the realm of... I don't want to just drop, you know... Lori's name, but like in the realm of that, like, you know, your Dana Goulds or your.
I saw a guy go on stage. I was at Flappers in Burbank, and he was very funny. He had just beaten cancer during COVID, and so we were all happy for him. He beat it, and he gets on stage and he talks about it, and he talks about it in a way that wasn't shitty, and it wasn't manipulative, and it wasn't wanting sympathy. He did it in the right way, and I was just like, and you know, when you see somebody do something like that, it's life affirming. Like I was like, oh,
yeah, right.
And then he got to the end of his act and he did that. And please promise me you're going to rely on doctors or don't do your own research.
So did this guy go with his first opinion?
So
on
that's
his
what
cancer? Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to say to him. I go, so you didn't get a second opinion? Because when you have cancer, you're supposed to get a second opinion. And then when you get a second opinion, sometimes you get a third opinion. And then who has to decide which opinion is right? You, the guy who doesn't read?
Oh, is this how he paid for this life-saving cancer treatment? By doing propaganda?
By doing propaganda for Big Pharma?
He has to say this?
He has to say this.
That's the most uplifting part of the story.
They gave him his cancer meds for free.
I have this Pfizer tattoo, and I also have to ask you not to read.
Pfizer asks you to stop reading. It's hurting profits.
I never heard someone tell me they were a full-fledged scientist ever.
Jesus.
From when I've heard actual scientists that are they talking about Dr. Malone? Like who are they talking
That's the
about?
old, hey, I'm going to go buy a car. What are you doing? I'm reading up. I'm going to go buy a car. What do you do and read? You're not a mechanic. Reading one article on the internet isn't going to make you a mechanic. What are you, Henry Ford?
Also, Pfizer is the one saying that. It's not right. This is not even Fauci saying this.
I know.
This is a company that's supposed to be regulated by a lot of scientists.
Supposed to be regulated.
If they're, it's gross on a lot of levels.
Hey, we're doing live stand-up comedy in Los Angeles, December 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And we're going to be in Tempe, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Nashville. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. See you there.